Yo, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody had uh, a fantastic start to the week since today's Monday. No crazy news other than Trey Lance's pro days today. We had some guys out there, from what I'm seeing, some Patriots executives that have been all in on the quarterback pro day. So there's that. Some other news: the Dolphins are willing to trade back down from six. They're receiving calls, so there's some interest there, which means that if Denver or any team trades to six, New England would have to trade to four, right? So there's that. But I'm pretty sure the Patriots already have a deal done. We just won't hear about it until draft day. I'm pretty sure there's a deal already done. Draft day is just wait. Is it next week? Right, next week. Yeah. Can it just be here already? Yeah, I think it's the 20th. This should just be here, right? But this is what I'm seeing report. Yeah, this one. That is my Discord. Ignore that. So, um, Greer says the Patriots will have Eliot Wolf and Dave Ziegler at Trey Lance's pro day. Matt Groh was already there the first time. So that all three have been running the Patriots pre-draft process. All three have seen Justin Fields in person and will now see Lance throw in person. So they're heavily involved with the quarterback pro days, and Evan already said for Justin Fields they had McDaniels, Ziegler, Eliot Wolf, and Matt Groh there. For Justin Fields, both pro days, Mac Jones, Bill, and Josh were there for the second one. Don't think they had anybody there for the first one. And Trey Lance, all three, Dave, Eliot, and Matt were all. So I think we're just waiting to see who San Francisco takes at 3, and then that'll decide where Bill goes. Because there have been interest in picks 4, 6, and 7. Right? That is Atlanta, Miami, and Carolina. Carolina 7, or is that Detroit? One of those two. So anybody can move down. The only team not moving down is Cincinnati, and we don't even know who they're taking. They're taking either Chase or Sewell. There's two teams. It all points to Dallas might move up to 4 for Kyle Pitts, right? We don't even know. Dallas can move up to 4 for Pitts, or Atlanta could take Pitts at 4, right? So who knows? Um, that's just all. That's what I think and know so far. Um, trying to think. It just he's attending voluntary workouts, which is good for him. He needs to build chemistry with the new guys if they're even there. We don't even know who he's working out with. Um, yeah, I'm expecting for New England to move up. They won't say for who and to what pick. So all these moves won't be done until draft day, and especially since we don't know who San Francisco is taking. It could be Fields. It could be Trey, for all we know. Um, what I read yesterday, it looks like Atlanta's heavily involved. Not San Francisco's heavily involved with Trey Lance's workout as well. So for all we know, San Francisco can take Trey Lance as well, right? From what I'm seeing, Trey Lance looks more their guy than anybody than the 3. You got somebody big who can run. Who's stronger than RG3, who this guy had not in San in Washington when he ran his offense there before Atlanta. So Kyle Shanahan. So he can run his offense with all 3, right? He could run a read option with Trey Lance. He can't run the read option with Mac Jones, but he can still run his offense just fine, right? Because he had Matt Ryan, who was MVP of the league, and then had Jimmy G go through a Super Bowl running his offense. So he could run his offense with all 3. It just, we just don't know who they're taking yet. I'm gonna say it's 33% chance, throughout all 3. But regardless, after that, that's when we'll see, the phones ringing for all these other teams. You have Denver, Washington. Chicago says they're interested, but they don't have much to trade up. They'd have to trade a lot of future assets as well for their guy. I just don't see them doing it. Um, and you have New England who can trade up as well. I do see them using trade J.C. Jackson as a trade chip. We might not even have him for the season because we might re-sign Gilmore. It just depends who they're re-signing first. So like a lot of these things come into play for New England. We either extend we they're not extending JC. I think they're gonna let him play out his season, or we use him as a trade chip. Right, a team like Atlanta can use that. Can use JC Jackson. He's still young. Can fit into the timeline of their team because Atlanta still needs help on defense. Right, 15, a 2022 first, and JC Jackson, and then you draft another corner. You've already boosted your defense. Right, you've already boosted your so who knows. That's all I got for right now. Because really nothing else has happened. Right, picks 4, 6, 7, and 8 are all available. Teams that are moving up for a quarterback is Denver, New England, and Washington. Right, Washington, from what I've heard, they want to go all in on Trey Lance, but he might not be available. Right, I haven't even seen Trey Lance's pro day. Like it's just nothing about it here. I haven't seen anybody talk about it today. It's been really quiet. Trading into the top 10 for QB would be Bill Belichick's biggest gamble since Brady. I mean, is it much? Is it a gamble? Was Brady a gamble? I don't know what people be talking about anymore. Yes, I know. Present. Trey Lance's pro day. Yeah, for all we know, Belichick went to Mac Jones's pro day. That could be another smoke screen or whatever people are calling it. Be what Belichick wants you to think, right? Just because Belichick was there doesn't. He could have just he just wanted to say what's up to his friend Nick Saban. So I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't think of anything until draft day. All these mocks have us trading up to 11 for Mac Jones. We shouldn't have to trade for Mac Jones at that point. So all we know is Cam Newton there for the workouts, and we don't know who. Cam Newton and Jared Stidham are there. Cool, I guess. That's cool. That Jared Stidham is there. I don't care that he's there, but it's cool, I guess. Three positions are at the top spots. Okay, if your team needs a receiver or corner, the 2021 NFL draft is a good time to be looking for one. Yeah, wide receiver, corner, offensive tackle, and defensive end are the most prospects ranked. Scouts top 100. I mean, we need either depth or help at all four. We need depth at tackle because we might not have either Wynn or Trent Brown at the end of the season. Corner, we don't know what we're doing at corner yet, or I don't know what we're doing because we either have to replace Gilmore and J.C. Jackson, and we still got to replace Jason McCourty, who might not even be with the team. So regardless, we need to draft a corner in rounds 2, anywhere day 2 or 3, right? We need at least one. And defensive end, I mean, we can use depth on the D line. But receiver, we definitely do. We need one or two. Well, I would prefer two, but we definitely need one. Um, but I don't. I feel like if we don't trade up day one for a quarterback, I just don't feel like this would be a good draft. Granted, we could draft for the future and depth and future starters for all the positions I named, but without a quarterback, like I don't know how you win in the league without a good quarterback. Who was the last team to win without a good quarterback? The Broncos? Because you still had Peyton Manning, but you had an elite defense. Other than that, let's look at the last teams that won. Right, you got the Patriots that won like not the Patriots. You got Brady that won 3 out of the last 5. It was Brady, Mahomes, Brady, Nick Foles. And then the Brady again. Yeah, I think the last team to win without a good quarterback. I mean, yes, Nick Foles, um, and Peyton Manning. I think those are the only teams that won without a good quarterback. So you still need a good quarterback. I'm still thinking like because the Broncos beat the Panthers. Cam Newton was great, and well that season, not in the game, that season, and but they had top defenses without a good quarterback. And I don't know any quarterback. I think Russell Wilson is the only quarterback that I can think of not drafted in the first round that won. I don't know anything about Nick Foles. I don't care about Nick Foles. I don't know when he was drafted, when, where. I don't care. Bars. Um, but the last good starting quarterback, Russell Wilson, 4th round pick. I don't remember the last starting quarterback that won that wasn't a first round. Okay, Brady. Before somebody comments that we're not talking about Brady anymore. Talking about like recent winners. Yeah, Mahomes, Peyton, Russell Wilson. I don't know. Brady wins so much, and he's won so much lately that you forget. Forget about everybody else. Matt Ryan was a first round pick. Cam Newton was a first round pick. I mean, they didn't win; they just made it. Jared Goff made it, and he was a first round pick. Yeah. So you need a you have to trade up for a quarterback. Like I don't see the reason to go day 2 or 3 for a quarterback. Like the statistics and the history has shown you need a quarterback day 1. That's I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yes, the draft can be we can have an amazing draft, but without a day 1 quarterback, without like because Trey Lance or Justin Fields will be available after San Francisco picks, and then we have to move after that. So if we don't do that, if we don't take, I mean, I love Mac Jones. But I would rather have I would rather trade up for somebody better. Can we do it with Mac? Yes, I think so. But I would rather have somebody better. Now, it's great if we if we get Mac Jones. I don't think we have to trade up for him. But if we don't leave with a quarterback in the first round, I don't know if I'll care enough for the rest of the draft. Now, if we don't even leave the first round with a draft, yeah, then I'm just not gonna care for the draft at all. Granted, it'll be great. We'll have depth, but we'll be in the same spot without a quarterback. I'm just gonna leave it there. Ask me whatever you want in the comment section below. Whether you agree or disagree, let me know. Yeah, that like button too. I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna try to come up with more videos. There just hasn't been content lately. I can do mocks live if you guys want. I see everybody else that has daily podcasts. I don't know what they can possibly be talking about because it's the same thing every day, and I don't want to do that because I'd be repeating myself. Like I kind of already am, right? I'm already repeating myself. I'm trying to extend videos as long as I can with the limited stuff that I have that's posted, right? Or the stuff that's coming out. I could talk about other teams too. If you're a fan of any other team, let me know and I will dive into them real quick. I'm familiar with the majority of the teams and what they need anyway. So just let me know. I'll gladly do. But I'm a Patriots fan, so obviously, I'm just diving into them constantly. But any questions at all, let me know. Comment whatever comment something below, asking me anything, commenting on whether your team, the Patriots, what you guys think you guys need, direction you should go, something. We can talk football. Anything football we can talk. Let me know. Whether it's or just me about football in general, my favorite quarterbacks, my favorite Patriots of all time, my favorite players of all time. I can talk about stuff like that. Let me know. But I'm gonna leave it there. Have a great rest of your Monday and a good week. And peace.